The news in English on 98.0 Breakup FM.
Sechikobo accuses parliament official over sabotaging a censor motion. Investigator fails to pay 70 million Ugandan shillings for rent. 5 guards arrested after threatening to shoot a minister, Nyamutooro. A very good morning, our dear listener of 98.0 Breakup FM radio. Live broadcasting in the heart of Chigigwa. Our news in English at 8 a.m. in the morning. Amali Naitwe on the 21st of June 2024, that is Friday. Starting with the big story, Remiaga County MP Thedros Sechikubo has accused Ahmed Kagoye, the sergeant at arms at Parliament, of ordering the removal of a table and chairs he was using to collect signatures for his censure motion. This motion aims to recall 4 commissioners over 1.7 billion service award. Sechikubo compared Sechikubo's action to terrorism. In a press briefing at Parliament, Sechikubo warned Kagoye against interfering with MPs' activities and using underhanded tactics to thwart the motion. He also claimed that Kagoye had abandoned his office and was not answering his calls. He emphasized that he was not begging but fulfilling his duty as an MP. In response, Asman Basalirwa, MP for Bugiri Municipality, dismissed Sechikubo's complaints. He noted that rules of procedure do not mandate that signatures for his censure motion must be collected at Parliament. Basalirwa said MPs could provide their signatures anywhere, including events outside Parliament. He also argued that Sechikubo's censure motion was ineffective because 1.7 billion Ugandan service award had been approved by Parliament. A total of 1,396 girls are aged between 15 to 19 years in Kabale district were impregnated between July 2023 to June 2024, according to Monica Mhumuza Nzeirwe, Kabale district senior probation officer. Among the impregnated girls include 4 girls who are below the age of 15. Mhumuza reviewed the data as the district on Tuesday commemorates a belated Day of African Child under the theme Education for the Children in Africa. Time is now. She says that the data was collected from those who turned up for the antenatal services at the health facilities in the district and cases reported at police. Mhumuza attributes the causes on a recap of this story. A total of 1,396 girls aged between 15 to 19 years in Kabale. A total of 1,396 girls aged between 15 to 19 years in Kabale district were impregnated between July 2023 to June 2024. According to Monica Muhumuza, Zaire Kabare District Senior Probation Officer, among the impregnated girls include 4 girls who were below the age of 15. Muhumuza revealed that data as the district on Tuesday commemorated the belated Day of African Child under the theme Education for All Children in Africa. Time is now. She says that the data was collected from those who turned up for the antenatal services at health facilities in the district and cases reported at police. Mahomes attributes the causes of lack of parental care, domestic violence, poverty and alcoholism, among other, which has led many of the victims dropping out of schools and opting for marriage. She calls for stronger measures to reduce on the cases. And Monica Mahomes throws light.
We expect the different actors here, the local governments, us, the different structures in the child sector service, the NGOs, then the parents who we expect to be here, to be coming up with solutions on how we can make realistic and proactive interventions, and we mitigate against school dropout, we mitigate against teenage pregnancies, we mitigate against child marriages.
Mahomes adds that out of 63,525 pupils enrolled in 113 primary schools in the district, 25% of the girls dropped out before completing primary 7.
It is quite appalling that for us here in Kabale, 2.3% of our children do not complete. And unfortunately, these 2.3%, 75% of it are male children, meaning that we are losing out on future responsible leaders and family persons.
Bala Mobarugahade, State Minister for Gender, Labor and Social Development, in charge of children and youth affairs, asked minors to avoid being tempted by small gifts and lifts from sugar daddies and mummies and report such cases to their parents and local leaders for easy arrest of perpetrators. A gripping legal battle is set to unfold in the High Court after Japanese investor Abe Kalpana was sued over failure to pay residential rent. Ms. Margaret Kumba Nakau says Kalpana failed to pay rent amounting to $19,200 US. That's around 70 million. The landlady has asked the court to compel Ms. Kalpana to pay up and also vacate her premises. She also seeking an order for recovery of special damages, general damages, interest on the rent areas until payment is full and cost of the suit. The affidavit says the two parties entered into an agreement on August 1st, 2023, with Ms. Kalpana signing to pay rent annually in advance of that is $28,800. The property is on upset suburb of Munyonyo was going on for $2,400 per month. Ms. Nakau says that she issued an invoice for the payment of the agreed rent, but Ms. Kalpana ignored it. However, Ms. Kalpana had previously written to Ms. Nakau raising vicious and frivolous claims on the plaintiff's property. Among others, Ms. Kalpana claimed that the house was inhabitable due to damages, but the landlady's lawyers rubbished the claims, saying she was still living in the same house. Through her lawyers, Amia, associates and advocates, she says that had mutual agreement with the previous landlord, Mr. Samuel Latigo, to make the necessary repairs on the house, and that was she spent would be deducted from the subsequent rental areas. The Buganda Road Chief Magistrate's Court has remanded 2 journalists to Luzira prison on charges of publishing information without a valid broadcasting license. Dixon Ashiri Mubarak and the Managing Director Grace Publications Arirabaki Segoba, a news writer at Grapevine Media, were arraigned before the court presided over by the Chief Magistrate, Ronald Kaizi, yesterday. Their charges are now on two separate case files. The prosecution alleges that Mobiru and Segoba and others are still at large. On June 13, 2024, at Kampala District published a story titled, inside the story, how top legislators shared $5 million Vital oil bribe on the Grapevine online media without a valid license from Uganda Communications Commission. On another file, the prosecution alleges that on May 15th, the 2023, Grapevine Media within Kampala published a story titled Lawyer Kabali Justice Nkonge clashed over the court case file without a valid operating license from UCC. The suspects pleaded not guilty to the charges. Prosecution State Attorney Ivan Chaze told court that investigation in this matter are still ongoing. Segoba's and Mobiru lawyers Nasa Kibazo wasn't ready to apply for the bail, saying he didn't have the necessary documentation. He has asked for a short adjournment to apply for the bail until today, June 21st, 2024, following the said story about justice. Arugadia and the lawyer Karari, the judiciary issued a press statement denying any clashing between the two. You're still listening to Brito FM Radio, and on is our news in English. For those listening on our radio, set the frequencies 98.0 Brito FM Radio, and those following us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, we are on 98.0 Brito FM Radio. You can follow us, subscribe for those who are following us on YouTube, and keep those comments loading, whichever program that is on and whichever that is posted. Remember to follow us on WhatsApp channel, following the WhatsApp line that is 774 666 811. On our top store, on another story coming from Rubanda district. Police in Rubanda district in western Uganda have detained the 5 guards attached to a private security firm on allegations that they threatened to shoot at Minister of State for Energy and Mineral Development Fiona Nyamutooro at an illegal mining site at Butare, Katojo, in Moko sub-county. The minister, who doubles as National Youth Representative of the 11th Parliament, received a complaint from directors of STEAM that the exploitation site had been trespassed on by unknown people who were mining illegally without a license, allegedly working for John Mururi Moyambi and National Cement Company, hence her inspection. When the minister and her team arrived at the site at around 10 a.m. yesterday, the armed guards attached to Wolves Security Company reportedly refused to open the gate until the police team intervened. And in the scuffle, as you hear.
Be sure that there is no print in the chamber. Be sure. Take any second. You people, what is the problem? You are not aware this is a privacy check. You want to shoot only the minister here. Who is your commander? Remove your shoes. Where did you join from? Where did you join from? Not getting out. They are blocking us not to exit.
I think they called their boss and the boss told them shoot whoever comes there.
This is the impunity that some people exhibit.
Private security wants to shoot at us?
You can imagine.
When the minister and her team arrived at the site at around 10 a.m. yesterday, the armed guards attached to Wolves Security Company reportedly refused to open the gate until the police team intervened, as you heard. Minister Nyamutooro was also seen wondering how the security guards attempted to shoot at them, yet the mining activity is illegal. She ordered for immediate closure of the mines until further notice.
We are going to come back to ensure that the equipment has been moved away and mining has been closed in all the areas that National Cement is illegally carrying out mining. We have confirmed that there is illegal mining here in Butare, and we have closed off. Whoever is responsible as their equipment is being moved, if they want to acquire a mining license, the commissioner is here, they should officially come.
Elimate police spokesperson for Chigezi region confirms that the security guards identified as Deus Chiza, Robert Okboth, Anthony Niwagaba, Matthias Kajugo, and Robert Michunguzi were armed with 3 submachine guns are being held at Rubanda police station as investigations into the matter continue. Have a blessed morning and our news. Stay on your radio. Good morning.
That was the news in English on 98.0 Britop FM.
Britop FM tukusanyisa sawa kusawa obuyimba obukunyumira obukumalako stress ebiva mu ggwanga byonna tubikuletera n'obifuna mu makaago amawulire amasunsule ebyemizannyo ebiyigiriza ebisanyusa byonna ng'obisanga wano ku Britop FM wane Kyegegwa okwetooloola ensi yonna abakadde abavubuka abakyala abaami basenga bakojja bajjajja bataata abaana b'amasomero abayimbi bannabyabufuzi bonna bawuliriza 98.0 Britop FM nga tusinzira wano mu kibuga Kyegegwa.
Kama simu munonga abantu mwena ruhanga ine cyabakolire omutawune yampara haleluya alesroterane orukwetwa amagufa gomere kugaruka hwenyama omuri izekera shatu na mushanju orunyiriro rwo kubansa ruhanga tumire kubeta ebirabiri na munana abiri na mwenda omukweza kwa mukaga omwaka ogwibirabiri nena nsako tugo mu kizanuro cyampara leta barwire abatarutambura empumi abasingamire abagambire ngutubali baje abana baremera kushoma mukama bakorera ebyemba zo mu isinde lya Yesu enamba yanje yesimu 0 mukaga ina emyende 2 10 0 mwenda 85 8 na mushanju mukaga ni shatu sakwa twino apostle